Together we will always shine.
Oh, hello there. I was just watching Twilight Kingdom to look if I can find any indications for the theory that Discord tricked Tyrek to create the rainbow power in the first place. But face it, Discord falls for Tyrek and there's no way around it.
I've seen this before, but you've always
this was a sign of your gratitude.
Discord, you are legend. You cannot fall into the same trap that
My
came
brother
my
who
brother.
betrayed me. It is as worthless as he is.
Surely you saw this coming.
I didn't. I truly didn't.
And yet I can see where you're coming from. Discord seems to be extremely knowledgeable about the Tree of Harmony. Like he knows what to do to unleash the rainbow power. It looks like they have dropped the ball in this story. Unless you give Discord the amount of freedom I do. You see, when it comes to Discord, I try to give him as many slack as possible, with the only border of his own imagination. What I'm trying to say is that it's maybe not one way or the other, but both.
That pony is a riddle wrapped in a mystery inside an igneous. Don't you mean inside an enigma?
Well, maybe it's good to take this as a riddle, and the first thing you have to figure out about a riddle is in which language it was written. And we get a hint for that in form of a reminder of the only episode that features time travel. And when it comes to time travel in My Little Pony, there's always Doctor Who's. I already can hear people complaining that Doctor Who's is fanon, not canon. But first, we are looking here just for hints, and second, this fanon gets a lot of support in the comics. In season 4, Doctor Who shows up with Rose, several times. Rose is the Doctor's companion in the Bad Wolf story arc. The Bad Wolf story arc gave us hints in form of the Bad Wolf tag that no one can understand till the end. The hint for season 4 is Discord making reference instead of his normal chaos. The rest would be hard to explain. I think from here on we should follow Discord's personal timeline. And we start with it in season 3, to understand Discord's way better.
I like it better my way, but I guess when you're friends, you can't always have things exactly your way all the time. Eh?
Enough! Release Princess Celestia and Princess Luna, and stop the Everfree Forest from invading!
Why, whatever are you talking about?
Don't you play dumb with us, Discord. We know you're the one behind all of this.
Don't get me wrong. I absolutely love what you've done with the place. But I couldn't possibly take responsibility. I'm reformed, don't you remember?
Yeah, right! This has got your cloven hoof prints all over it!
Bravo, ladies, bravo! However did you save the day this time? Blast the beastie with your magic necklaces, I presume? Where are those little trinkets of yours? You know, the ones you used to send me back to my extremely uncomfortable stone prison.
Gone.
Gone? Gone?
But our friendship remains. And if you want to remain friends, you'll stop thinking whatever it is you're thinking and help us clean up.
Fine. But I don't do windows.
Here begins the interesting part. We skipped Three's a Crowd and jumped directly to the season finale.
To yourself.
Oh, I'm not doing this for me. I'm doing it for my friends.
Just between the two of us. It's mostly for Fluttershy.
Fluttershy? You're not saying you're friends with ponies?
Surprise!
I am surprised that someone with your intellect does not see this friendship is but a new form of imprisonment. Clearly, you've had to abandon your true nature to stay in their good graces.
I have done nothing of the sort.
Join me, Discord, and reclaim your greatness. Unless, of course, Pony Errand Boy is the role you've always wanted to play in this world.
We now follow Discord and Tarek to the situation where Discord betrayed Fluttershy.
I'm sure Discord will catch T-Rex and this will all be over soon.
I'll bet he takes his sweet time.
Or perhaps these things just take time.
You're back! Did you bring the cucumber sandwiches?
I did.
Pony errand boy.
I imagine they'll be your last decent meal for quite some time.
You see, Discord has no idea that he was the one who offered to bring the sandwiches. For him, even Fluttershy just used it.
Look, sorry, I've got a bit of a complex life. Things don't always happen to me in quite the right order. It gets a bit confusing at times. Especially at weddings. I'm rubbish at weddings. Just push my own.
Oh my god, of course. You're a time traveler. It hasn't happened to you yet, none of it. It's still in your future.
We could jump to the end of this arc, but I don't want to miss this scene.
We aren't worth it!
Oh, but you are, Fluttershy. You're the pony who taught me that friendship is magic. I had magic and friendship, and now I don't have either.
At the end of the season finale, Discord became friends with all of the main six.
What is the Princess of Friendship without her friends?
Wait a minute, where's my throne?
I don't think you're quite there yet.
Yes, well, I suppose not.
Somewhere after this scene, maybe even after the season, Discord jumped back to Three's a Crowd. Now begins the fun part. Discord is back in time, thinking that the main six are friends with him.
Isn't that what friends are for? Taking care of each other. Oh, let the healing begin.
Not it!
Well, that's some way to treat a suffering friend.
Don't you worry, Discord. I'll give you cuddles and read stories and tell you all about me. I was born on a Tuesday.
Oh look, Pinkie Pie figured out that this Discord isn't a threat. We don't have to go Equestria Girl to explain how Pinkie Pie figured it out, have we? Okay, we go.
You see, I don't even know him. You're from an alternate world and it reminds me of the guy you met in the other world who has a magical element embedded in it that helps power all the decorations for a big dance. They don't work anymore. Run for princess of the big dance and then ask you to dance at that dance. You'll be stuck in this world and you won't be able to get back for like a really, really long time. Just a hunch. How did you know all that? Just a hunch.
When Discord gets to know that Twilight don't spend time with her friends today, he made his exit. After all, he was there for a reason. And the reason was to give Twilight her key before T-Rex shows up.
Equestria, to face such great danger, and she did it for me. She did it all for me, for me, for me.
You were faking!
I was, but I had a very good reason.
We're listening.
Well, I was in my thinking tree. That's where I do most of my really deep thinking. I was there and I said to myself, Discord, your friend Twilight says that she's your pal, but she never writes and she never pops in for a visit.
I don't even know where you live.
Now that she's a princess, maybe she's decided that she's too good for you.
I have never considered myself too.
But how was I supposed to know for sure that I'm truly still friends with one of the most important ponies around?
I'm not more...
By seeing if you would go to the ends of Equestria, for me, of course. Which you did, literally. Congratulations, Twilight, you passed my friendship test. Why the angry eyes? You love passing tests. It's not because my little exam put a damper on your visit with Princess Cadence, is it? Made it so that there was no time for you two to focus on your friendship.
You didn't put a damper on our visit at all.
I didn't?
In case you're still wondering why he put such hardship on Twilight,
I found that each of you has had to face a situation where living up to the element of harmony you represent wasn't easy.
ha! There you have it. Also, in this episode he learns about the journal.
I think it's pretty clear that my visit with Cadence didn't go quite the way I expected. But in the end, I realized that when you're with a good friend, even the most chaotic day can end up being a great experience that brings you closer. Wouldn't you agree, Discord?
Yes, Twilight.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I have some
And snap! The job's a game. And every task you undertake becomes a piece of cake, a lark, a spree. It's very clear to see that a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down, the medicine go down.
I was simply going to ask for
go
a
down.
teeny tiny glass of water.
What are you even doing here, Discord?
He gives us the final hint.
Yes, of course. It's just that I couldn't help but notice that Twilight hasn't yet opened this little chest of hers. It got me thinking, what if what's locked inside is something that could help her prove her royal worth? I only bring it up because she said that she's been feeling like her role as a princess doesn't equate to much.
Wait a minute! How do you know how she was feeling?
If you still need help to understand this, I really recommend you to watch the episode Blink of Doctor Who, Season 3, Episode 10.
It was me. Oh, for God's sake, it was me all along. You got it all from me.
Got what?
Okay, listen. One day you're going to get stuck in 1969. Make sure you've got this with you. You're going to need it. Doctor!
On my Season 5 wish list is now a new riddle. Thank you, Megan McCarthy.